Before he go after anybody else, because you hold the key to where God is getting ready to take us. can only see in the natural, we quench God. When God is trying to break us, it's time to release yourself. I even come against the mindset that says it's God, when it's nothing but the roof. Walking in sheep clothing. I say even unto you for the next 30 days, there's a certain individual you need to keep your ears from. Keep off the phone, quit hanging out with them. Don't take them out to lunch. Don't let them come spread the word in your life. They ain't got nothing for you, baby. God said it's time to break you. Oh my God. The breaking is for your good. Your best seed. The reason why I say your best seed is because God has given you an entrepreneur mentality. And even as the Lord elevates and takes this church to another place, there's going to be an economic development center. And I hear God saying, you're the one to write the plan. But you got to humiliate and break yourself. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I anoint afresh right now. I come against the enemy right now. I come against Satan and his plans right now, God. We birth into fruition. Entrepreneur, 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 anoint God. Is about